Live from Wright Field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab in this one, Jonathan Cannon. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. There's a strike. Not close with that one, and the count's full. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
This is Willie Castro. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one outside, and now it's 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. To the right side, boots it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game, it's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Wright Field, and now here's the starter for Minnesota, Chris Paddock.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get to the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
That clips the corner. That just misses, and that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards left center. Bader should have it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
No, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Hard hit to third. To first, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Mike Tauchman.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players, willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one not close. Full count now. 2 outs, base is empty. Base hit.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
Runner at first. Two away. And now it's Luis Robert. Here's a 1-1. Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
Back here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Trevor Larnach. Outside, and it's 2-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So here's Bader now. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Larnach aboard here at first with nobody out. The pitch, and that one is downstairs, and now it's 3-2. Stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Brooks lead, the next twin up to hit. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
2-2.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 3-zip.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, no outs. Christian Vasquez, the hitter.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Base knock, center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next to hit, Matt Wallner. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So up next, Willie Castro. 2 on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jonathan Cannon done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Martin Perez comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, there's Benintendi to start it off. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Close one, doesn't get the call. and it's 2-1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swings through that
2-2.
one.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Ball 3. Full count.
To third, Lee. Gets it to first.
Yes, you're
Leadoff man retired here in the second.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn now.
You tell me what's so good about being on.
One down, base is empty. And he swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-2. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Brian Ramos. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 3-1. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the White Sox. It's 5-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a chopper out to short. On to first. Out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Harrison Bader.
And now Bader up to the plate.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
That one misses. Full count now. 1 out, base is empty. Draws the walk there.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So digging in, Brooks Lee. Snap throw to first. Bader dives back.
Runner, yes,
Bader
yes.
runs. Pitch misses. Throw, save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Bader leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. The run comes in to score from second. It's 6-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So, man. Board, and here is Ty France. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. This to center field. Montgomery makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And now it's Christian Vasquez. Foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's outside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and that'll do it. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And here is Sosa to the plate. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Buxton makes the catch, and there's one gone. Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. Paddock winds and deals. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one misses, and now 3-1. That's in there.
Full count.
On the ground to third. Slinging it to first in time. Here's Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
3-1.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 outs. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Grabs it barehanded, and that's a great play for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Twins 6 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Matt Wallner. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Willie Castro.
And now for the Twins, Willie Castro. Next offering is in for a strike. Wallner on at first, nobody out. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Carlos Correa. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw to 3rd. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at 1st and 3rd. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they're all loaded up.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder Harrison Bader.
2 outs, bases full. Harrison Bader, the next Twin up to hit. 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And that one is inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Tipped into the mid, strike 3. They leave them loaded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Twins 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back at right field. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And that misses. 2-1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
On a bounce right side, Castro throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Luis Robert now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
And that one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ripped to short. Correa over to first.
He's out.
And Benintendi is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next to him for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. The White Sox leave one, still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here on the south side, here's the third baseman, Brooks Lee. And that one missing low.
Well, these Twins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished. Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now Ty France. Next offering is in for a strike. Lee gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Chopped out in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, catcher Christian Vasquez.
So here's Christian Vasquez. Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. And ball four, two aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Right fielder, Matt Wallner.
So the lineup flips over. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Two on, one out. That's inside. And the count's even at 2. And that's outside. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Three-two now. Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. They get a leadoff single, but leave them stranded. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Ryan Ramos.
Now one missed.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Inside, just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
This ball's chopped on the ground. One up, one down.
Out.
Up next for the White Sox.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Not close with that one. And now it's filled up 3-2. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now a chance for Matt Thaiss.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Twins 6 and the White Sox nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Gilbert.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Well struck left field. Benintendi going back on it. To the warning track. Makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Just missed. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Number 64. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Ellard also getting ready. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3 balls and a strike. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Byron Buxton. Two down, nobody on. Inside. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Man at second here with 2 away. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside. Ball 2.
2-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 6 and the White Sox nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Louis Varland, ready to make his season debut. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder.
Number 89.
That one to first. France takes it himself.
Out.
Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, number 83.
And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. One down, base is empty. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Montgomery round second, heads for third. And he's got himself a triple.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner at third with one gone. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
That's too low. 2-2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Buxton makes the play. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 6-1.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Robert Jr.
Just misses with that one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame. But they push across one run on one base hit. No errors. No one left. 7th inning coming up. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Frazier Ellard. This is his 3rd time out this year. So digging in, Harrison Bader. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one just misses. 2-2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Full count.
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And they'll do it again. That's to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, third baseman.
Man at first. Now the third baseman, Brooks Lee. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. That's a little bit low. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fly ball to right. Then there's one down. And now Ty France. Bader, the base runner at first with one out. Pitch misses there. 2-1. That one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that's in for a strike.
Full count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Bader. coming home. Throw cut off to second, but he's in there easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Here's Christian Vasquez. That one fouled off. That one missing inside.
Full count.
And ball four, two aboard. So one out with two aboard. Deshaun Kiersey Jr., the next Twin up to hit. 2 on, 1 out. And that one hammered way back there. And it's gone. Home run. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-1.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Frazier Eller done for the day. Number 64 will take
it on the scoreboard. He almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that is in for a strike. Now 1-2. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expect.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. It's now 10-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The designated hitter, Brian Ramos.
Now at the plate, Brian Ramos. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases. It's 10-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 away with nobody on. So up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. France. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now a 10-2 ball game. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now, Byron Buxton. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Harrison
2 down,
Bader.
bases empty. Now Harrison Bader. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering is down low. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Randy Dobnak.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And he chases that one. 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
In the air, right field. Kiersey tracks it down for the out. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 10 and the White Sox 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So, man aboard. Ty France will hit next. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the catcher to hit, Christian Vasquez. The next pitch misses. 3-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a miss.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Off the mark there. 2-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th.
Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Right through there, got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
In the air to left down the line. Benintendi under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Here on the south side, and now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Up the middle, Castro sends it to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot. My partner, known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career,
I can't even believe. I can't. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Struck him out looking. White Sox down to their final out. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line to left. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins slug their way to a win in this one.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the hill, Sean Burke.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Here's Mike Tauchman. 2 out. Space is empty. Ripped on a line to center. And the inning is over. Chi Sox held in check here, scoreless after 1. So 1 out, nobody on. At the plate, Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0. Second inning here, no score. Outside low, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
And that drops in for a strike. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Jose Miranda, the next to hit, takes outside. Man at first, 1 away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Buxton on the run. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hit in the air, left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
Swing and a ball line to center. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Andrew.
Here's Byron Buxton. Walked and stole a base his first time. On the corner for a strike. Buxton, a former All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one outside, and that's ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2-2. That's a ball.
One out, base is empty.
Full count.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. Swing and a base hit. Buxton headed for third. The throw in. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner.
In the dirt, blocked. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. Byron Buxton now at the plate. In the air, center field. Robert settles under this one. And there's one down. Back at right field. We go to the 8th. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Swings through that.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 1 away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Buxton stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Wallner at second. Larnach on at first with 2 down. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next pitch misses. 3-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Vaughn makes the grab. And that is that. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. 1 strike away. The other way, Miranda. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field. As we
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And getting to start, Bryce Wilson.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Carlos Correa, batting with one down, takes a strike. Right side. They get one to second, but it gets by the shortstop. And here comes Carlos Correa. Grounded out his first time. Fought off foul. And the right-hander deals. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 4 and the White Sox 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Matt Thaiss steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to short, Correa. Slings to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail it here, 4-2. Now Correa up to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. And right back to the mound. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder Trevor Larnach.
So runner at second, 2 down. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit.
Runner!
In the
1
dirt,
ball,
runner breaks
2
for
strikes.
3rd. Throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. Tag out at 3rd. He can't get back in time, and that is that. So 2 down. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 0-2. On the ground, out to short. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail at 5-2. Here's Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Booser goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Trevor Larnach. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, runner at first. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert under it. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox 2. Andrew Vaughn now. On the ground to the left. It's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit.
Carlos Correa.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. Here's Trevor Larnach. He's already homered in this game. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Martin Perez up and loosening in the pen. Ellard warming up as well. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. And downstairs. Correa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fastball in for a strike and a count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And the sweeper misses.
Count is 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Third baseman, Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda, the next to hit. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. On to pinch run, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Inside, ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Fastball for a strike. And that one gets past the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Ty France getting ready to hit. Rips one to right. It drops in, gets away a little bit. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in, and they're up by 4.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Penn Murphy gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. New pitcher on now, Frazier Ellard. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So now here's the DH, Edouard Julien. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Harrison Bader, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And misses inside. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Way outside, and the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tachman makes the catch. And that's the third out. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Part of the order. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Randy Dobnak.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now into the ball game on defense, Brooks Lee. He's in at shortstop. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Mike Tauchman. So coming into the game now on defense, Christian Vasquez. He takes over behind the plate. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's going to be Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Kiersey flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Benintendi in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense.
Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
7-3 is how this one ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.